What's up, everybody? I'm back. And today we're going to be looking at my next custom, DARTH MOUSER. I've been wanting to show this to you for quite some time, and I'm finally doing it. I showed a little tease last Sunday during the Dark Trooper review, and now I'm going to show it to you in full. So DARTH MOUSER is an idea I came up with randomly again. I originally just wanted to get 2 Dark Troopers, and then that turned into 3 Dark Troopers, and then the third one I was just like, man, I could do something with this, with one of the bodies, I just don't know what. And then I slept on it, and next morning I just popped in my head this idea of like, what if a MOUSER bot became self-aware from like a different dimension, of course, and in that dimension he became so self-aware that, like, he started doing his own thing and created his own empire, and basically Darth Vader, but in the turtle universe, different turtle dimensions. I haven't really worked on an origin story yet. I'm gonna come up with something so I could do pictures. As you can see, I went all out here with the details of the chest here. This is how it originally looked, and that's what I did with it. Everything gray I pretty much colored in red, and then I just used stickers and cut them out to make shapes and badges, and then I used a sticker decal from the Sinjabot. I used 2 sticker decals. One I cut smaller, that badge that the captain wears or whatever, the leader. And then I took the soldier one and I made it like a badge too. I was trying to do like a whole army badge bit similar to it. And then, yeah, like I said, everything that was gray I turned red. And I added some more decals here. And I know there's a lot of you going, is that Batman's cape? Yeah, it is. This is Batman animated series cape. Oh, sugar, you got me on the line. I should have done more research, I forgot. But it's an animated series one. This is the $20 Batman animated series figure that didn't come out so great, with the legs that like are very bendy. In fact, I have them right here. There you go. I had to customize them. I cut his cape completely off from the neck, and I just left the neck part for him. But that part there, that bottom part, that's part of the cape that I cut off. Yeah, his legs didn't come out so great, so I was thinking about getting another one. So I customized his cape. I used this cape. I know a lot of you are like, I can't believe you did this to Batman, bro. What's wrong with you? Look, I love animated series. I really do. But I don't love that figure. So, no scratch mark there from the cape. This is how it was. And I went and colored over the blue on the cape with red underneath as well. Just with a red marker. Once again, I'm using red markers, and I don't advise it. You want to do what I do, that's awesome. But just know, I'm doing it the mom and pop lazy way with markers to color in the red. And then I wait many, many, many days of air drying for it to somewhat still stay on. If I rub this enough, this is going to come off. I'm going to get red on my fingers. Not all of it, but most of it. And that's what happens when you use permanent markers as a painting substitute. You know what I mean? So I don't advise doing it my way. I really don't. Do it better. Always do it better than the way I do it, because it's very easy to. And even if it's not very easy to, it'll look better. It'll come out better. In case anybody's wondering, how did I do the whole head bit here? Well, basically what I did was use these sticky gel pads again, sticky pads, and I applied one underneath the vest after cutting it open. I guess I should start with that first. I cut the vest open. It's a little bit of the original blue still under there. And then, you know, these are the parts there from where it was cut. And like I was saying in my last review, I don't know if I did or not, but I should have. If you customize him and you want to take this off, I suggest cutting right there at the seam there, so that when it goes back on, like, those pieces just naturally come together. You don't have to do anything. But I did a little differently here because I have a cape. So I put the cape on first, right, with the sticky stuff underneath it. There's a hole there. I drilled underneath the MOUSER head. In fact, hold on, I have an example one for you. Let me show it to you. Hold on. So basically what I did was I took a regular MOUSER head, right? I have, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, I gave up 2 of my MOUSERs for this custom. One regular one, which I'm still working on, and then one messed up face one because I wanted personality to it. All right. So yeah, I took a regular MOUSER, right? And I popped the head off. Like, I literally just popped this head off, like what I'm doing right now. And I just did it over and over until it popped right off. And once I popped it off, well, essentially this freaking thing here is like, has like, what do you call it? A nub, a really thick nub that's sticking out, like a big thick nipple, okay? And I had to cut it off. So I used an X-Acto blade to cut it right off. Then, right here, I took a screwdriver that matched the size of the nub for the neck here, and I just started going like that. I lit it up with a lighter for a little bit, and I cleaned off the soot from lighting it, and I just started drilling. Whoa. Sorry about that. I just started drilling like that until I got the appropriate space I needed. I actually drilled a little more than I needed here, so I'm gonna have to do some work on that. This one I did a little better. This was the second one I did, so it fit better. It didn't fit exact though, so I still used some sticky stuff, but I'm able to get some head movement, some head range without like ruining it or taking it out. But honestly, I don't want to ruin it, so that's why I'm not going to do much of it. Like, basically, I don't think I'm going to be able to swap out this head. I think, you know, I like to make my customs where they're swappable. You know, swap out the head, swap out the arms, but in this case, I think this is the head that's going to be on, and that's okay. I don't mind it. Technically, if I wanted to take this apart, which I'm not going to, this whole armor piece would take the head off with it, and then this would just be exposed by itself. All right. Now, some of you are wanting to know, where'd I get all these? What's up with the red stickers here? How'd I do all that? Oh man, when I show you what I used, you're gonna be like, what? So I got some scissors. And I took the Big Bad Toy Store sticker that comes in the boxes and the packages, and I cut out some letters, and then I just started cutting them into strips of what I needed. In fact, this top T, that's that right there. I don't know if you can see the similarity, but yeah, that's where I got that idea from. And then, you know, I just started messing around and cutting around and editing, and, you know, I cut with stuff, I messed with stuff until it finally just, it worked. I cut small circles and then fit them right over the, like the nail spots there, the screw spots. Just give it a little extra flavor. And I just colored in the sides there, pretty much it. I was thinking about doing a sticker for that empty spot there, but I said, nah, it's not necessary. It really isn't. That number right there. I didn't care. I said, screw it. And then I colored over. So I actually took one of these, and what I did was I colored over them on the sticker sheet with the red marker. I just covered right over it, and then I took the stickers off. I dried them, and I took the stickers off, and I applied them. I cut that much smaller than it originally was so that it would fit right, basically. And then that's that sticker. Okay. So yeah, that's what I did with that. This is a pretty simple custom. It's basically another head swap, right? But I did some coloring, clearly. I just took a black marker, and after popping the head off, I just, and then I opened up the mouth, and I went, and I even, see that center part there? I went a little overboard. I went and put that red in the center. So let me open up the mouth. See that? And I got as much as I could on the insides. There's still a tiny bit of blue that's visible in there, and the holes of the mouth, like the cracked holes and everything. But for the most part, I got all of it. Most part. Doing a really bad job showing his open mouth. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I did that with the mouth, and the eye, I kind of just, you know, I left it the way it was. I think I colored it a little black, actually. I colored that exposed eye in the center black a little bit. And then for the other normal head, I was planning on just leaving it like that. But I want to do what I did with the foot logo on here. I mean, what I did on here, I want to do that on here. So like make like just half the logo there look like it's faded. That's really what I was trying to go for. I was trying to make it look like a faded foot logo that's like barely there anymore. That was the best I could come up with. It's really hard with a freaking permanent marker to color in all those blue or purple spots without coloring the red on the toes. It's difficult. So I did the best I could, you know. I colored the sides of the heads there. Tried to make it still look like it's old and rusty, best I could. I really like how he looks when the mouth is open. Like when the mouth is open, he just looks so much better. And I like making the shoulder pads just a little bit more like flat than the troopers, so it gives them a little more distinction. I went all out too, by the way. Like I colored that all around. It's just, it's not gonna all stay because of the red marker. But hey, there's some blue still left from the cape. But I figured, screw it, you're not really gonna see that, so I don't need to do all that. dog hair. Dog hair everywhere. When you have a dog, that's how it is. All right. I like this. I like it a lot. I can't wait to come up with a story for him. The one thing I want to not do is just completely copy off Darth Vader. So I'm not gonna do that. It's the whole, what's the word I'm looking for? The aesthetic. I'm looking for that aesthetic. I want that aesthetic. I just don't want the same exact story origin. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the figure. It pretty much articulates the same way that it did with the troopers. So I'm not going to really go into articulation because there's no point. What I will do though, so you can see if there's any difference in height. Let's take you. I left that trooper in that position the whole time. I just realized it. I didn't look at that. Like, I haven't looked at that at all. Like, okay. Now, the trick is to figure out what I did with the handy dandy measuring tape. Be right back. And I'm back. Just had to go find my measuring tape. All right, so, he's not that much taller now. Darth MOUSER is about 7.5 inches tall, a little under 7.5 inches tall. We're counting from the top of that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that tall. He's not that much taller, is what I'm trying to say. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. That really doesn't bother me at all. What makes me feel really good right now, to be honest with you, is seeing the Dark Troopers next to him, like his sentry soldiers or sentry bodyguards, if you will. It just looks so dope. I love the aesthetic here. I can't stop saying that word now. Aesthetic. I like big words. All right. You know what? I'm going to put him in the middle again because he needs to be above them. And then let's raise up those shoulder parts here. All right. So let me show you what I did with the accessories, which is nothing too crazy. Look, I got marker on his face right now from that. See, this is the catch with the marker stuff. If you want this marker stuff to stay on long enough, you gotta like leave it there for days, and even then, after that, it will wipe off. If I do this hard enough, see that? And I've let this dry for days, because markers is just not the way. It's just it's the way I do it because I'm a lazy mofo. I'm not here for like perfection. I'm just winging it. And then if you guys can figure out a better way of what I'm doing, go for it. Share me pictures, send me links, hit me up on Facebook. I don't know, leave me links in the comments. I want to see what you're doing. If you come up with anything, even if it's not off what I came up with, just show me what you're customizing. I love customs. Ever since Jesselyn Fuchs Scott, I think I said that right. Hopefully, I remember saying it like that, so that's probably the right way again. She got me into customizing many months ago, many moons ago. And ever since then, I haven't been able to stop. It went from vehicles into figures. You know, Napoleon Cyborg, Super Metalhead, and now Darth MOUSER. And then next up, I don't know again what I'm doing with this, but promise you, something's going to happen with it real soon. I can't wait to figure it out. I got other stuff lined up. Getting distracted, ranting. Let me get back to the weapons and accessories. So I took this from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem weapon grid. I forget which weapon grid it came with, as in which character it came with. Is that fuzzy? There we go. Sorry about that. And, you know, again, markers colored the band, like the middle part there, that band, if you will, wrapped around. I colored that red, and I colored the blade black because I wanted to give it somewhat of like a dark saber feel, but not. basically just mixing Star Wars and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles together, more or less. Now, these weapons here, yes, they are Star Wars weapons, but they're not from these guys. These are from a First Order Stormtrooper. I believe also a Black Series. I think I have the body around here somewhere. I just don't have the head anywhere. You know, I've been doing a lot of customizations, as I said, and sometimes this stuff happens. This is a figure I didn't really care about that much. I could always pop the head back on. It's very easy. I don't think I will, but yeah, you know, like I took the guns from this First Order Black Series figure. I don't really like the sequel trilogy, so that's why I'm using it as, you know, weapon fodder. Took the weapons and I just colored them red with a Sharpie marker. Again, some of it's coming off right now as I'm holding it. So that red there, that's from the marker. And then that bottom white spot there, that's from me holding it there. So that's the catch about coloring things with permanent markers. Can't repeat that enough. Because I know, you know, you guys may want to try what I'm trying. The exact same way I'm trying it. Same way, excuse me. But, you know, just know I'm getting lucky. It's not always going to turn out looking this great if you keep doing it my way. So do it better ways. Find paint or just find better ways to do this, like airbrushing or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so I showed you that. These are the same things you've been seeing, those thrusters. I think what I'm going to do is get him holding his weapons. And then, you know, it's pretty much the same thing as swapping out stuff for the Dark Trooper. Nothing different there. I don't think this fits the scale for it as I'm looking at it now. But it'll have to do. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing right now, to be honest with you. I'm just coming up with something random. Let's see. Let's have him holding the big gun. I haven't actually tried this yet, so let's see if it... Yeah! It is a Black Series figure, so why wouldn't it? It's not meant for it, technically. Like, the trigger finger is definitely, like, coming out just a little more than it should, but not as much to, like, make it look noticeable. It looks right still. It looks like he's, like, just about to pull the trigger. Oh yeah, that looks dope. I love that. I love that. I fucking love it. I haven't messed with him yet. I swear, I'm not lying about that. I made him. I made sure that he's dried as much as I can. Like a week's worth of drying. And then I just said, I'll wait until I do the review to mess with the accessories, see how he looks holding things, you know. I've kept him in stationary positions quite some time. Oh my God. That looks awesome. All right, now I'm getting a hard on over my own custom. I apologize. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I haven't done any of this yet. You know, most of the reviewers you see who are looking at their customs or their figures and are just acting so cool and suave about it and like nonchalant about it, that's because they've messed with it and opened it and done what they're supposed to do. I didn't do that here with this. I've left this for like a cherry popping situation with messing with accessories and positions, and this looks freaking awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to do pictures. I can't wait to come up with a story. You know what, guys? How about you guys help me out? For those of you, for the very few of you who watch my custom videos, because a lot of you just watch me for turtles, And this isn't exactly Turtles. It's related to Turtles. I get it. It's a custom. It's mostly Star Wars with a little bit of MOUSER in it. But for those of you who do watch my custom videos, why don't you help me out with a custom origin story this time? You guys tell me, what's a good origin story for Darth MOUSER here? Well, I'll give you one thing I want to stick with here. He's coming from the portable dimension device. Okay, the portable dimension door, whatever. Okay, he's coming from that. And then after that, you tell me. And if you want to connect it to the cyborg bit that I was doing, the Napoleon Cyborg custom, or connect it somehow to Super Metalhead, or just make it its completely own separate story, go for it. I don't care. Just throw it all at me. I want all the ideas you got. Watch I get one comment. But yeah, this is pretty much it for my custom, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I've gone 25 minutes in. This is one of my longer videos, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I got a lot of fun stuff coming for you guys, like coming your way. You guys are gonna either love it or not be phased at all. But yeah, I got some really cool stuff coming for you very soon. As far as customs, I'm taking a little break. I need to show you some other stuff before I get to my next custom. But I will be showing you more customs very soon. Say bye, Darth MOUSER. God damn, he looks really good though. I can't wait to do more poses. And look, I'm finally doing it without toppling. Watch it topple. Okay. So, what are the other fun things that I want to show you? I'm glad you asked, guys. These are some of them. Next weekend, we are going to be doing a lot of X-Men related stuff. Starting off with X-Men 97. I usually turn off the light, but I think I'm going to leave it on. So, deal with that reflection. Yeah, we're going to be looking at these 4-inch figures that we got from Hasbro at Target. You'll see more soon. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Get ready for an X-Men weekend. And peace.